Okay. We got a couple left here. We've got the Porsche and we've got Lilium. So I think you're going to go to Lilium.
Yep, let's pick up the Lilium one. So if you're good to go,
I am
I'll start it
happy to
off.
hand it off to you, sir.
Amazing. So this next one comes to us from New Alice, and it says Lilium releases 5th gen eVTOL flight test footage with sound this time. And so if you guys don't know, they've got the new 5th gen electric VTOL. This, if you're not familiar, Lilium's the one that's a pretty sleek design, really, but its main thing is it's a whole bunch of smaller ducted fans. So typically, smaller ducted fans you'd say would be less efficient in a hover than something with larger surface area, like a larger blade or propeller. But they say at higher speed, this is more efficient this way. But nevertheless, there's a video of this one this time. It was released on YouTube the 8th of September, so if you a little bit ago. But the thing really take away from this, right, is it has sound, and we are picking that out in particular because there's been other videos from, let's say, Joby recently that had some sound in the video as well. And I might just say, for example, it's while we would look at this video from Lilium and say, okay, it seems to be perceivable, certainly, and maybe let's say, oh, the Joby video sounds a bit quieter. I want to kind of just not jump so far to those conclusions just yet because we don't know. I mean, it has a distance here, but we don't know if particular like directional mics on one video or not.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to say because both of them say they're remotely piloted. There was no, we don't know if they're at max gross weight, which would require more lift, which would seem to be they would probably be louder in those cases. There's a few things we still don't
All
know.
right. So you want me to
But it is
roll the
something
video really quick?
interesting.
I'm going to roll it so we can actually.
The new
Yeah, the
Lilium,
new. Hold
yeah,
on a
yeah.
second.
Go ahead. Yep, I'll take it out for a second.
So hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Been forever, so getting back in the saddle, shake the cobwebs off, and then we're gonna head over and help my brother. He's
Hold on. What the?
To get his plane ready for the air races.
Something else is going on here. Hold on. We got the wrong.
Fly drones for a living.
There's another audio source coming in. Oh, that's what's going on. Hold on a second. There was another. It triggered off another video from another YouTube source. So hold on one second here. Let's re-queue this one up because I don't want you guys to miss this one because this is going to be with full audio, and this is it coming in. I just want people to be able to hear it for themselves. Pretty quiet.
It is.
You can also see it disturb the lilies, whatever that is in the crash.
Oh yes, it's real, folks.
It is
not CGI.
But also goes to show you at what altitude you're going to expect to see some sort of. It also speaks at what altitude you can expect to see some sort of, some sort of blowover off of building structures and other things in the future. So go on. Sorry, that I just wanted to play that so people get a good look.
Yeah, no. So again, you can hear that. It sounds, at least to me, it sounds like it's probably a higher pitch noise than the audio from the Joby video we saw.
Yes.
Not really surprising. Again, we talked about the rotor size, and again, that's why I'm bringing it up because we talk about audio or sound pollution being a big hindrance to obviously helicopters in the past, but also now this wave of eVTOLs, this whole new sector that's becoming a thing. So I'm just bringing it up. Sounds a bit higher pitched than Joby's, but again, we've heard the logic of why. Lilium being pitched is a little bit further range, a little bit faster speed. Anyway, but again, I don't want to jump to too many conclusions because, like we said, we don't know what the weight was. I mean, they give you some data there, the altitude and the time of day, and okay, that's great. But we both of the videos were remotely piloted. We don't know if they were anywhere near max gross. We don't really know a lot of the stuff. So it's cool to see to hear it now. I think that's the first video that I've heard it. So that's cool. But I guess I'm just I It's like, I don't want to sound like broken record, folks, but we just, we're pilots. We want to know, how much did it weigh? Like,
How long is it to fly
we
for?
need more information.
Well,
Yeah, we need more information. So
look, I mentioned in the video,
anyway,
right? I mentioned you could see that it was disturbing the air underneath it, and you could see that there was a pattern developing underneath the aircraft as it flew over the grass, right? And we
yes, yep,
know this specifically in helicopter world. We see this. You got about 300 feet from the surface of anything, and you could start to see your downwash on the ground underneath you. And that would be directly affected by what direction the wind was. So if the wind was off your nose,
sure.
it would be behind you. If if you were in a downwind condition, it would be in front of you, and so on and so forth. And that's going to be something that we also spoke about that air car. You're not going to be parking these things in a garage, on the hover, because it's going to be blowing stuff all over the place,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's still a lot of caveats with all this new technology and people dumping billions of dollars into it. That look, you still have massive influences of air. You still have induction. Like, I want to know, can this thing induce itself into its own vortices still? Is there a condition where some of these
Right.
microsystems can turn around, and if there's a wall and it gets too close to the wall, will that backlash, come over into one side of the wing? And is it capable of producing more thrust on that side to overcome that? I'm sure it is, but these are all questions
Yeah.
that, look, you're in an S pack, you're not getting that answer. In a pamphlet, you're not getting that answer. In a this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And these are all being tested in perfect world conditions, meaning there's no obstacles. They're flying in circles.
Yep.
They're flying over airports. Everything that we've seen from all these manufacturers right now are very first step basic stuff. And this is another one from Lilium. And you've said it more than I could. Still a lot of questions. Tons.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yeah, I agree. I don't have much else to add. I mean, I just like Mike was touching on some aerodynamic stuff we know about, but we don't want to get into, induced flows and but yeah, it's something we just want to know
Yep.
more.
would
So,
you like to know more? Yes.
Yep.
There
yes,
we go.
please.
Yes, we would. Okay, we've got to start
Yep.
moving along here because we're running out of time. So here we go. Hey, remember, like, subscribe, follow. I'll close that one out because we need to move into the last part here.